I'm really happy. In 2015, 3 years ago at EuroPerio9, we had an agreement. I was EFP president with the AP leadership to launch a new workshop on a classification, a world workshop. And now 3 years later at EuroPerio9, where I'm scientific chair, it could be launched. And for the first time ever, we could disseminate the findings to the global dental world.
The new classification is important because of 3 reasons. 1, it is needed. 2, it's transformative. 3, it is global.
The World Workshop was a fantastic event. We gathered more than 130 experts, organized in 4 working groups. And with the use of the background papers, we discussed the content of the paper, so we in-depth reviewed the evidence in order to propose new classification, going from health to gingivitis, periodontitis, all the conditions affecting the periodontium and the peri-implant diseases.
The consensus meeting was a major step forward, not only for periodontology but also for dentistry as a whole. The information in the consensus reports from all the 4 groups indeed is accessible for clinicians and will thus be a tool to facilitate communication between patients and clinicians.
The 2017 World Workshop was really critical because it's really important that we have an international language through which we can talk about and we can explore through research periodontal diseases.
We are very proud because this is the type of content that empowers every one of us to be a much better practitioner through reading, studying, and implementing these findings in practice.
One of the critical outcomes really from my group, from Working Group 1, was for the first time we've defined health. And unless you define health, you can't define disease.
The working group I have chaired together with Panos Papapanou is periodontitis. The way we have approached it, including not only severity but also the complexity of therapy and the evaluation of the patient's susceptibility and risk factors, is a completely new view on how to treat periodontitis patients, how to identify the patients, and how to propose personalized therapies according to their stages and grades.
The Group 4 challenged a new area, peri-implant diseases, for being a world workshop. We're able to distinguish between the disease definitions and case definitions, how to distinguish between peri-implant health, peri-implant mucositis, and peri-implantitis.
One of the major outcomes in Working Group 3 was that we could develop a new classification of mucogingival defects that took into account recessions, but also the condition of the root surface that has been exposed due to the recession.
The Journal of Clinical Periodontology is very proud to be able to bring it to the profession all over the world.
And in my opinion, as a general practitioner, it will help me to see when I have to refer a patient to a specialist. And this is really important for us.
It seems like a very useful system with the grading and staging.
This classification would give us more information and would help us better with making clinical decisions and treatment planning.
So I'm getting used to the new system, the new classification, so I can be ready for clinical practice once I graduate.
Periodontal diseases classification, but also the peri-implant classification.
The best reason for me to come until now was the sessions that we just attended.